I have made it clear that I will certainly stay on until the president nominates someone and that transition can occur. But I think after 20 years, and it will be 20 years, of being on the high wire of American politics and all of the challenges that come with that, it would be probably a good idea to just find out how tired I am. Everyone always says that when they leave these jobs.
In the earliest ever presidential candidacy endorsement by a major American newspaper today, the Buffalo News endorsed Hillary Clinton for president in 2016. The 139-year-old newspaper doesn't have to know who the Republican nominee is going to be. They don't have to know who the other Democratic candidates for president will be. The Buffalo News knows enough. They want the woman they endorsed twice already in her Senate campaigns in New York to become president of the United States in 2017. It's not as if the Buffalo News doesn't know who the other likely candidates are, especially on the Democratic side. The Buffalo News has always had a sharp political team delivering its coverage of presidential politics. They know well at the Buffalo News that the hugely popular governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, who they endorsed in his gubernatorial campaign, is laying the groundwork to run for president in 2016. They know that in 2016, Elizabeth Warren will have been in the Senate for exactly the same length of time Barack Obama was in the Senate before he ran for president. They saw Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick rouse the crowd at the Democratic National Convention this year almost as much as President Obama did. The editors of the Buffalo News know about all those people, all the potential candidacies, and they've made their choice. Hillary in 2016. Joining me now is Jonathan Allen, senior Washington correspondent for Politico and co-author of an upcoming book on Hillary Clinton's rise and her potential 2016 presidential bid. Jonathan, what else does Hillary Clinton need? She has the Buffalo News endorsement. What's she waiting for?
Well, Lawrence, you know New York politics better than I do. That's an upstate newspaper endorsing her, certainly one in a Democratic area, but that's the area she had to win over when she ran for the Senate. I think she needs a lot of other things. First and foremost, I would say nothing that she has done or that any of the people around her have done have disqualified her over the past 4 years in Secretary of State's role. I think what you've seen instead is a rise in her popularity, and I think the Buffalo News is the beginning of a drumbeat that she will hear a lot of over the next 2 years as she thinks about this, makes a decision. And that's going to be a lot of people who want her to run. And politicians as well as anybody, they've got a little bit of an ego. They've got a sense of duty. They believe in public service. And it can be very hard to say no when there are a lot of people asking you to run. That said, not at all clear that she has made a decision yet. And certainly she doesn't have to for at least another couple of years.
Now, I know a lot of people in Washington have never read the Buffalo News or actually held it in their hands, which I've done many times in Buffalo, including visited them for editorial board meetings and such. They are a very serious paper, the most important paper north of New York City in the state. And Hillary Clinton knows that this is early, and obviously they're having fun at the Buffalo News, but they mean it. And she also knows that all the people who are in the party who are calling for her to run mean it. She heard that call once before when she was First Lady and Charlie Rangel and others were saying, please run for Senate. We haven't seen her turn down that call in the past.
No, I think it speaks to who she is as a person. This is somebody who does strongly feel that sense of duty, who strongly feels public service as a calling. Before she was the First Lady of Arkansas, she served as the chairwoman of the Legal Services Corporation under Jimmy Carter. A lot of people don't know that, but it's the government agency that does legal services for the poor. So this is somebody who really cares about public service a lot.
Jonathan Allen, I think you're going to be following a candidate into a presidential campaign with your book. Jonathan Allen of Politico gets tonight's last word. Thanks, Jonathan.
Take care, Lawrence.